Hello students, this lecture is on tissue repair. We have 3 steps in tissue repair. There's inflammation, there's organization, and regeneration. We'll take them one at a time. The first step is inflammation. And in the case of inflammation, when we have a tissue damage, where we have a cut and the blood vessels are bleeding, that damaged tissue is going to release inflammatory chemicals. And those inflammatory chemicals will do 2 things. One, they're going to make the local blood vessels in that area more permeable so that fluids and cells can get to that damaged area. And then those inflammatory chemicals, they will attract the cells necessary to repair the damage, including attracting the white blood cells and attracting the initial platelets. And ultimately, one of the first things that then happens after the tissue damage, the release of inflammatory chemicals, then we form a blood clot. And the blood clot is formed, and then white blood cells and platelets are responsible for getting to that area and forming that blood clot. And we'll talk in great detail about the blood clotting mechanism when we get into the chapters on blood next semester. Then the next step is organization, restoring the blood supply. The blood clot begins to be replaced with granulation tissue. The epithelium begins to regenerate, and fibroblasts are producing new collagen fibers. So here you see that the epithelial tissue is beginning to regenerate, is beginning to form anew and replacing the blood clot. Also, here we see that there are fibroblasts, and they are producing new collagen fibers, and they're going to start to bridge the gap in that damaged tissue. And then we also have macrophages, and the macrophages are working. They're going to what's called phagocytose. Phagocytize the cell debris, and essentially phagocytosis is the fancy scientific word for they're going to eat up, they're going to chew up the debris, they're going to swallow it and remove it. And then finally, the last step is regeneration, in which we'll eventually lose the scab, we'll lose the whole blood clot. The epithelial tissue will fully regenerate, and ultimately will cover over the scar tissue. And here we see the epithelial tissue has regenerated, and the air is lying underneath. The fibroblasts have created new collagen fibers and a new connective tissue to cover over that area. And we are finally, when we're all done, we have a regenerated epithelial tissue with underlying scar tissue. And so to reiterate, the 3 steps of tissue repair are inflammation, organization, and regeneration. Thank you.